Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town, and today we are back at the truck stop world. You guys have been requesting this for a while now, and I do apologize about it being like 2 months since we've last been in this thing, but I'm really happy to be back. We've got a brand new lot, and we have a brand new truck, which is probably my most detailed truck to date, so I really look forward to showing you guys this. Now remember folks, if you are enjoying Scrap Mechanic, hit that thumbs up button, it helps out my channel, and let's jump right into this. Okay, so I have a custom Freightliner here. Now this thing is absolutely massive. I will note that it is using mod parts, but I won't use mod parts in this world. So you'll still be able to download the world file and play in vanilla, but if you want to download, say, this truck, you're going to need to install the Derf mod and a couple others. I'll link everything down in the description, and I'll explain which mods I have installed when we go over the truck itself. So the map will stay vanilla, but the vehicles not so much. So last time we built a custom vehicle, it was the Chevy about a week ago, and I realized that you guys really like it when we do some detailed builds. So I'm going to go through this thing here, but let's go ahead. We're going to drive over to the new lot here. Let's go ahead and show you guys what the keys do. One key is the door. 2 key is the hood. We got a lot of engine detail down there. I'll show you guys that in a little bit more detail here in a second. You see the fan spins. Let's go ahead and put that away. Let's go ahead and turn on some lights here, and we're going to head down to the lot. Now, if you don't know what the trucker world is, it started off with the truck stop on the right, and then it just kind of expanded. So you've got the truck stop there. On the left, you've got the truck wash. And over here, you're seeing a couple vehicles around. These are just like town vehicles that I like to put in this world to kind of make it look a little bit more alive. Now on the left side up here, that is the trucker motel. It's fully detailed interior. And on the right, this is where we left off. This was the diner that we built. Now as far as this diner, you guys have been asking about what we wound up naming it. And by the comment section, it looks like Stop and Dine won that. So I will go ahead and probably put it up on this sign up there with the big burger. So Stop and Dine is the name of the diner. Now we're going to continue down the road. To the right, that is the truck repair shop. By the way, if you guys have any ideas for this world, comment below, let me know. I've got one, I'm going to talk about it at the end of the episode here. And I think I'm going to put this certain epic building here. I'll talk about it here in a second though. Now on the left side, this is the new Scrapyard. It's complete with the car crusher, and it's complete with the heavy forklift that we've been using. I don't have it spawned yet because of lag reasons, but I'll spawn it and demonstrate it here in a second. Now let's go ahead and go over the truck fully in detail. Alright, so here's the truck. Let me go ahead and show you guys the spider web on this one. It's pretty intense, but I must say this is probably my best truck. Now this is like a custom Freightliner. Originally this was going to be for a NASCAR hauler, which will still probably do that. Depending on the lag, it seems like Scrap Mechanic and trailers don't get along too well, but we'll see what we can do here. But as far as the front, you've got a ton of lights on it. You've got the standard lights, you've got the bumper lights. A lot of trucks have like a line of lights down at the bumper and kind of on the side. They're either orange or red. I'm assuming those are just to kind of illuminate the truck a little bit. So you've got that, you've got a really detailed grille, you've got a duck on top. This actually opens up. Let's go ahead and pop this open. There's a secondary button back here to open it. And go ahead and show you guys the engine detail. The way this thing turns, which I've always complained about my trucks being a little bit too heavy, but then you guys were suggesting using the double bearing steering, and this works fantastic. This truck can turn really good, and it really turns with trailers. That was my main problem. When the truck was by itself or my other ones, they were fine, but it was with the trailers that they were having problems turning. So we fixed that. You've got an engine here, you've got the radiator, some of the hoses going around, you got the working fan. There's even a drive line back here. You can see it right here. It's actually hooked into the motor. There's the bearing right there. Now, as far as other mods that we are using, we've got this wheel mod, and this wheel mod is awesome. This is made by Ike07. These are actual truck wheels. So you've got the front one here, and you've got the back one. It's a little dipped in. It's got the Michelin tires on there. That is awesome looking. Like, I really look forward to him coming out with more specialized wheels like this, because it really adds a lot to the build. Now, the other mod I'm using, it's the same mod that we used on the Chevy build. It's got these exhaust pipes. These exhaust pipe mod, I don't know who this is by. I'll link it down in the description. Let me show you the mod itself. It's got a bunch of different exhaust pipes. You've got like the 2 exhausts that are stuck together, and you've got the really big one. So we use those. Now, a lot of times when you think of a truck, you think of the exhaust popping out the top, but a lot of these bigger trucks will have it hidden back behind the cab here. So you've got that. You've got the little, I call these mud guards, but I don't know, they might be called something a little bit different on trucks themselves. I think they're really for if the truck blows out a wheel, it doesn't like fly up and fly off into, say, another car or something. It kind of hits that and it'll try to get it on the ground. So we've got that. We've got a lowboy trailer here. Now, this lowboy trailer will actually fit most of my vehicles. I would suggest, if you're going to try to use it, weld the vehicle down on it. You can drive up it. There's a little switch over here, and that does work, but as you can see, it lags. Anytime something hits this trailer, and I don't know what it is about Scrap Mechanic, but this thing will lag, and it's pretty unbearable. So you've got that. The gas tanks are on the side of this one. You've got a couple steps. Let's go ahead and show you guys the detailed interior. This is the same way I treated the custom 2500 that we did a week ago. It's got a full custom interior. You've got the seats here. It's got the seat block in it. Got a nice looking dash here. Most of these switches work. It's actually got the flat logic gates there. Back here, this is a full-on living quarters. So if you're a trucker and you don't want to actually stay at a motel, you can stay back here. Hit this switch over here, that's the lights. So yeah, you've got a bed here, you've got quite a bit of storage. You've got the storage under the bed, you've got the overhead storage, an air conditioning unit, some shelves, and you've got a fridge. And guess what? There is ducks down in the fridge. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. You can come up here, say you're laying in bed, and you can check out the TV over there. But really happy with the way this thing came out. This is probably my favorite truck. Now, the wheel does actually turn. It's not very big. I tried using a stop sign for my last build, and a lot of people didn't like the stop sign, so they wanted me to make a custom one out of pipes. Bad thing is, most truck wheels are absolutely huge, and this thing came out a little small, so that's the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed about. But yeah, let's go ahead and close. The one key's the door. Let's go ahead and close that. We've got all of our lights that we can switch on and off, and we've got a horn, so let's go ahead and do just a bit of driving. I don't have any roads on the truck stop world yet that actually curve. I do want to make this highway maybe curve up and down the map, and maybe just loop it around. That way if you guys want to drive on it, you can. We're going to hop off of this real quick. Nope, pretty sure that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and actually grab it. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys how this thing drives a little bit. Now, like I said, it's using the double bearing turning, so you can see how far the wheel folds over. It's got plenty of room there in the wheel well. So this works perfect for trailers. You can see how sharp we can turn with it. And that helps a lot when you're trying to drive off the main road here in the trucker world and try to get into one of the lots, say if you're trying to pull into the gas station. This makes it a whole lot easier. It drives really well. The suspension reacts very nice. There is no suspension on the trailer itself. I realize that having suspension on the trailer creates even more lag. So we don't have anything on there, and it actually works relatively well. It even works good when you have something on it. So yeah, definitely really proud of this truck. If you would like to download it, it will be on the workshop. I'll have a version with the trailer attached, and then I'll have one that's just the truck itself. But let's go ahead, we're going to move on to the building that we have, or the lot. We have a scrapyard in the background, and it's got a car crusher in it, and it's pretty epic, so let's go check that out real quick. Alright, we are here at the scrapyard. Now, the old town had a scrapyard too. I like this one quite a bit better. It just looks a little bit more like it belongs. The old town had a junkyard. It was like right beside the town, and it looked kind of odd because you got like a school right there, and there's like a Starbucks across the street. But yeah, this looks a lot more like it belongs out here, and this is something you guys have been wanting to see out in this world. So we've got a bunch of junk cars here. Now you might notice this heavy forklift. This was something non-Newtonian had created for the lumber mill that we had. I've gone in and I've actually modified it to work with cars. So this thing can actually pick these cars up and stick it in the car crusher itself. So before I drop that off the lift, because it's a bit laggy, let me go ahead and show you around the lot. You've got the car crusher over here to the left. I'll demonstrate that here in a second. You've got the front entrance here. Like I said, this is probably for if we have like a tow vehicle or something, or normal cars to come in. And then you have the side truck entrance over here. And that is wide enough, by the way. So trucks should have no problem fitting in. Now over here, you're probably going to notice a lot of these vehicles. I've gone in, I've stripped some of our old vehicles and just kind of made a junkyard setting here. You got the old trucks, the old muscle car. There is my first diesel truck that I ever made in Scrap Mechanic. It's gone to the scrapyard. I know it's kind of sad to see that, but that's just what happens. Over here, you've got the My Summer Car van. Apparently the drunk guy's already crashed it too many times. Now, I thought I'd do little neat touches around the junkyard here. So, say in the school bus, say the junkyard workers, you know, he's not too busy right now. He can come up here. He's got a little couch and a TV here to watch some TV and be, I guess, in the cool. I imagine it being really hot out here. It looks like a desert, so this might not be the ideal spot to set, but he's got a little resting area in here. Now, there is an office over here. It is just an office. Nobody lives on site like the other junkyard, so you can pop this open. This is for security. Yes, there is a bed in here. Maybe somebody will stay the night, maybe a security guard. I'm pretty sure he shouldn't be sleeping, but got that. It's kind of just a junky storage area here, but I thought I'd go ahead and put a little building on site here. So let's close that. It's got the bars up for security on the front here. So you've got that. You've got all your little light poles. I really would like to see this thing lit up, but I have to work with the lights here in the truck world. Pretty sure I'm going to delete a lot of the lights off the motel to gain some of these back. So anyways, the car crusher. Now this thing is pretty cool. Now of course we know there's no destruction physics in Scrap Mechanics, so it's all kind of pretend. But this is one of those standard car crushers. It just flattens the car. So you put a junk car right here, stand back from the caution line, and you can see the arms on each side. So you'll come over here and it's got a button. You'll just hold this button down and boom, crushes the car. In theory, kind of slips off a bit if you hold it too long because it's trying to continue to press. Normally you'd have a car right here, so it'd stop probably right around that area there. Might need to slow that down a bit too. It looks a little odd, but it's also kind of cool. The button is hooked up to the engine down here, so when you activate that, the lights spin at the top to kind of warn people that, hey, a car's about to be crushed. So I've got a car over here that has been crashed, and we're ready to stick it in there. So let's go ahead and demonstrate the heavy forklift. Alright, so we're going to load up a car in the car crusher. The reason I wanted to do this last is because this vehicle does lag a little bit. So what you're going to do, the 1 key is your door. The 2 key lifts the main arm up. You probably won't need this, not unless you have some cars really stacked up. The 3 key is what you need. This is going to lower that main part to the ground, and you want to get these little forks under the car and lift it up. Now the 4 key kind of tilts it back a bit, and that helps it to where when you're driving around with a car on the lift, you can actually do it without it falling off. So we've got a crashed vehicle over here. We're going to go over here and load it up into the car crusher. Now this can be a bit tricky to do. Let's go ahead and get over here. We're going to drop the arms and let's slide under the wheel wells right there. I did extend these arms out from the original design. That way it could fit cars. Now this thing can lift quite a bit. It's not going to be lifting like, say, the bus, but it will lift normal size cars. So we've got that on. Let's hit the 3 key and the 4 key to kind of tilt it back. That way it doesn't fall off. And there you go. We're hauling around a crashed vehicle. This thing does maneuver quite well in this tight area. You can see it's got the 4-wheel steering, so you can just kind of swap over here. Say if you're not even crushing cars, you're just stacking them up, you can take them over here and stack them. So this is the tricky part, is to get it to let go when you're loading up a car in the car crusher. So let's go ahead and turn here. We're going to have to do probably a 3 or 4 point turn. Let's go ahead and back it up. Nope, might have hit a part of the car crusher there. Alright, so let's press it against the back wall a bit. There we go. That should be good. I'm going to release the 4 to drop the arms a bit, and the 3, and slide out. Yep. I almost got it in there perfect. That's the tricky part about this, is getting it to really do that. So it might need a little bit of assistance, so we can kind of push it into there. There we go. Give it one more little shove here. Alright. Alright, so we are ready to crush the car, which is totally not going to work here in Scrap Mechanic, but, you know, like to imagine. So, yeah, you would just hit this button here, and you can imagine it crushing down. And then once you're through with that, you get the forklift back out, load it up, stick it over in the pile, or if, say, you want to pull the low boy around, you can take this forklift and take it over to it and load the junk cars on the low boy trailer. So I thought this would be something you guys would like to see. Now, as far as future builds here in the truck stop world, I've got one in mind, and it's been something you guys have been requesting for a while now. So you guys have really wanted to see some sort of prison. And I never thought that would fit in the normal town setting, but somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere would make a lot more sense for a prison, and probably like a prison bus. So let me know what you guys think about that. Comment below if you think that's something you want to see, or if you have any other ideas, like I said, just let me know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Scrap Mechanic here today. I hope you enjoyed the custom truck and the new lot here in the truckers world. But yeah, remember, if you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. We will be coming out with some more Scrap Mechanic, some more Revhead, My Summer Car, and a couple new games this week if you'd like to check those out too. But anyways, hope you have a good day, and we will see you guys next time on Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.